Grandiose surroundings for the next step of the European project back in December 2007. But the signatures, which included that of Britain's then Prime Minister Gordon Brown, came against a background of failure. The Lisbon Treaty was the EU's response to the rejection by French and Dutch voters of its ill-fated new constitution. For the first time, it set out a procedure to be followed should a country wish to leave the EU. Article 50 hasn't been invoked so far. Before the referendum, David Cameron had said it would be triggered immediately if Britain voted to leave. On Friday, on the dawn of defeat, he passed the buck.
A negotiation with the European Union will need to begin under a new Prime Minister. And I think it's right that this new Prime Minister takes the decision about when to trigger Article 50 and start the formal and legal process of leaving the EU.
But with the ruling Conservatives in no rush to choose a new leader, even the most recognisable of Vote Leave's faces are anxious not to lock Britain in yet to Article 50's strict two-year process.
In voting to leave the EU, it is vital to stress that there is now no need for haste, and as the Prime Minister has rightly said, there is no need to invoke Article 50.
Vote Leave was a campaign group, not a government in waiting. After the bitter differences exposed during the referendum campaign, Leave and Remain figures in London now agree on the timing, as the Finance Minister made clear on Monday.
Only the UK can trigger Article 50. And in my judgment, we should only do that when there is a clear view about what new arrangements we are seeking with our European neighbours.
At first, Brussels didn't share the UK's reluctance to set the ball rolling immediately. Keen to avoid a prolonged period of uncertainty further damaging Europe's economy, the European Commission President called on London to act.
We now expect the United Kingdom government to give effect to this decision of the British people as soon as possible, however painful that process may be.
The European Union's 6 founding members duly met on Saturday in Berlin, but their hands are tied. Only Britain can invoke Article 50. All they can do is put pressure. I hope we're not now going to have a game of cat and mouse. That's not our way, nor is it the British one. We need clarity. The people have spoken, and we have to implement this decision.
People have to see the results of Europe. I think that's key. But we need to turn the page. We don't want a vacuum. And it's important now that these negotiations with the United Kingdom start in good faith, but as soon as possible.
So the ball is in Britain's court. But with other Eurosceptic leaders calling for referendums in their own countries, the EU's remaining 27 member states want to prevent the populists from filling a dangerous post-Brexit vacuum.